So, we're moving to a new channel, Planet Dolan V. Danger Dolan, why would you do that? You have 5 million subscribers. It doesn't make any sense. So I've been in kind of a unique position because there's not a lot of data on channels that have had a break for a year or more and then return. I did mention in my return video that I wasn't sure about using this channel again. I was just gonna kind of see how we go. So now that I'm back, I've been releasing a new type of content involving the Dolan VTuber model. And the reception has been mixed, mostly positive. But any big change definitely takes some getting used to, and there are plenty of people who feel it's too much of a radical change. You know, funnily enough, this is not the first time I've experienced this. I still remember back in 2015 when we first had Hellbent appear, and people just lost it, this was the worst thing that could ever happen. And nowadays people ask about him all the time. So I wanted to give this new VTubing content a little bit of time to collect data, and now I have. So the format of this series is quite different from what people are used to, but the analytics tell me that people who do watch it, give it a chance, they seem to enjoy it a lot. The Dolan 3D model is first generation and hopefully improved with time. I'm very keen to iterate and expand and explore what the tech is capable of. I'd like to do that on this channel, but I think it might be too late for that. So back in 2018, after the whole demonetization nonsense that happened, I just lost pretty much all interest in YouTube from 2018 until 2020. And that's when I got started on Destruna, and the existing subscribers got less and less interested over time, which is perfectly understandable. But then the 2-year break for Destruna was the final nail in the coffin, and it's 100% my fault for letting that happen instead of trying to put my focus onto YouTube and the animated show at the same time. But I think the core issue here is that this new VTubing content is not what a lot of people here originally subscribed for. And again, I want to emphasize this is a kind of a unique situation. I couldn't really find much data on this because the amount of millions of subscribers we have, the length of time that has passed, which has been about 8 years, the long break we took, the change in content. So really all I have to go on is data and feedback. And the feedback from the last couple of weeks says, I like the new stuff, or they might say go back to the old stuff. It's actually kind of whiplashing. There's definitely a bit of push and pull from the people who enjoy the new stuff, maybe new people, and then the people that originally subscribed for the old stuff. And I've been experimenting with shorts to bring back fact countdowns. It hasn't been that long, but so far it seems like it has potential. It's actually been really nostalgic for me going back to fact-based content. I've been having a really good time with it. I reposted them to a TikTok account and I've told absolutely no one about those, and they've started blowing up there. So I think the series has legs and I'm happy to keep making them. Right now I'm in an experimental phase. I want to try out new formats and find that spark. So I might be putting out a lot of strange content on YouTube as I figure that out, that you guys might enjoy, you might not. So what we need is some fresh blood and a hard reset to separate the new content from the old. I want to continue to explore VTubing, improve the tech, expand the character roster, try out different formats, and all that stuff's going to take time. I'd also like to continue with shorts. So altogether, it's a big change for Planet Dolan, so a new channel under a new direction feels warranted. In saying that, it's been an absolute joy seeing so many of you welcoming me back. I've had so many messages from friends and family who have been really happy to see all the positive comments flooding in for the channel when we returned. So the plan is to move all future content, including Super Planet Dolan, over to Planet Dolan V, which honestly is finally an opportunity to recombine the channels, because managing multiple channels is kind of a headache, and Planet Dolan V will be the central hub for all Planet Dolan. So the fact countdowns will continue as shorts, possibly full videos too, we'll see. And as for Reddit stories, yes, perhaps with time we can bring it back and returning maybe to the original title of Dolan True Stories, maybe not limited to submissions from the PD subreddit. So if you guys have liked what we're putting out on this channel recently, great, head over to the Planet Dolan V channel and subscribe over there. But if not, if you've been watching the recent stuff and it's not your jam, so you'd rather not sub to the new channel, that's perfectly okay too. The reality is a lot of you likely started watching my channel when you were teenagers, and now 6 or 7 years later, you're probably in your early 20s figuring out the chaos that is life. So I went through the same thing, and it's hard, man. Nobody tells you what you should be doing, but I hope you've all been doing well, and I hope that maybe you've started your own YouTube channels of your own, figuring out your dreams and your ambitions and your careers. But more than anything else, just figuring out what you want. It's an exciting, scary time, and I'm sure you're all doing your best. Nobody can ask any more of you than that. In fact, half the reason I created Destruna was to prove that if you put your mind to something, no matter how ambitious, you can do it. I literally made it to give you guys hope that you can do the same thing, no matter what your limitations are. I dare you guys to top that. I want to see that. It is my challenge to you. And when you're done, come let me know so that I can tell you how proud I am. So if this is goodbye, then I just want you all to know that it's been an amazing ride. You guys literally changed my life and made my dream of animation and Distruna possible. So I'll always be thankful for that. Otherwise, I will see you on Planet Dolan V very soon. So that's it. Bye. Have a good one.